Senator J.D. Vance, Tuesday, October 1st at 6 p.m., immediately following the debate. Broadcast live here on KBLA Talk 1580. There will be a live panel discussion. Refreshments will be served and seating is limited. So RSVP right away at KBLA1580.com. That's KBLA1580.com. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
When I love someone, I find myself deeply attached. When I really love someone, I am intensely concerned and deeply interested in the person, which always involves attachment. How can we be so intensely concerned and not be attached? I love someone. Lovely. I find myself deeply attached. When I really love someone, I am intensely concerned and deeply interested in the person, which always involves attachment. How can you be so intensely concerned and yet not be attached?
Krishnamurti always
What
got
do you
long
mean
breaks.
when you love someone?
What do you mean when you love someone? Is what he said.
Once I investigate.
Let's investigate.
Is it attraction? Don't be ashamed. We are going to go into this.
Don't be
Is
ashamed.
it attraction? A sensual attraction? Sexual attraction? You're young. All your glands are functioning. You're healthy.
You're healthy. Come
And the
on.
natural urge, sexual urge for procreation and all the rest of that.
Come on, sex education.
There is this falling in love, as it's called. Right? And in that love, there is the sexual urge. There is the pleasure of companionship. Am I telling you all this? Or you already know all this. So there's the sexual attraction.
I love Krishnamurti. He got hung up on the sexual piece for a minute. You know you love Krishnamurti. Come on. One of the greatest philosophers of all time. But he was going to revisit that sex piece a few times. Is it sexual?
Stay there for a minute.
Play Snoop Dogg, sexual eruption. That's where his
That's where he's
mind,
going.
he got stuck right there. No, I love this topic tonight because, like I said, there's this huge conversation out in it's not even the vlogosphere anymore. It's just social media. Like social media, you get so many people saying that love is not enough. And I have a special guest here tonight, of course. That's Charlotte White. She is the author of
True Essence of Love.
And you can get it everywhere, which is Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, the whole 9 yards, right?
Yes.
And I think it's important that we're having this conversation because I don't see more people, and I know there are people of different races, right? But mainly I see Americans saying love isn't enough. And I always thought, man, like, you guys got it wrong. Love is everything. Love is everything. And I just think so many people are vibrating at such a low level of consciousness, they've never come in contact with one, love of self. And I mean unconditional, non-judgmental, 100% acceptance of themselves. If you're wearing a mask, that's saying you don't like the way you look. If your mask is your persona, you don't like you. And that's Carl Jung. Carl Jung, everybody's wearing a mask. Everybody is afraid to confront themselves. So if you have a need for a mask, that should be an indicator of shame, guilt, the lack of love for self. And I would suggest that many people out here in the world have a spiritually impoverished relationship with themselves, which is why they depend so heavily on everybody else, or anybody that comes into their life is like an intimate multivitamin. You got to supplement everything I think I'm not. And I think that's the tough piece. Now, we have a caller on the line, our guy Hustle from Miami. He asked you a question before we came forward, and now we've come full circle. Charlotte, hey Hustle, can you ask the question one more time, just for the listener's sake? It's gonna be good.
Sure. Do you believe that love manifests itself differently coming from a man versus a woman?
Yes, I do. I believe that it manifests itself differently. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Because God designed it that way. That's why he created a man and a woman to love each other. And I also believe that when it manifests itself differently, it then becomes whole. And that is where you can say we are in love. Did that answer your question? Or do you want me to further explain?
Give us some more. We want more explanation.
That is the reason why a man's touch can do something to you that a woman's touch can't do. God created a man and a woman. And when that man touches that woman's soul, vice versa, there are things that God created just for them to. And to prove that is a fact is the fact that I'm speaking with you, I'm a woman, and you speaking with me, and I'm a man. And God created that. That is God ordained, not man proclaimed.
Ooh, God ordained, not man proclaimed.
That's beautiful, sister.
Thank you, brother.
You good with that? Are you good? Do you want some more?
Listen,
you want more?
Listen.
Because I have more.
Listen, now. I had a rebuttal.
Give it to us. You better not hold that rebuttal
back.
Let's
go.
No, I'm going to let you have it, but it ended up being in alignment. Because what I was going to say was that I see love as an energy.
Mm-hmm.
And as humans, we act as vessels into the physical world. So as the love comes through us, it is filtered through us.
Indeed.
Now, you get what I mean? So as humans acting as tools, a hammer doesn't use the energy the same as a screwdriver.
That's it.
Right.
So everything she said was just basically just, adding on top of what I was already thinking. So I'm happy to hear that she said that.
Oh, yes.
There you go, man. Hustle. Guess what you just did, good brother?
Dade County, man.
Dade County. Hey, listen. Y'all know I vehemently disagree with about 90% of the things Charlotte is saying. But to make space for a divergent perspective, that's how love works. To answer, of course, Hustle's question, Men and women express it differently. So I can disagree or want to shift the thought or have a different perspective. I think oftentimes our wounds, the unhealed wounds, has so much to say in the relationship. It can only hear what it's looking to hear, right? So if somebody were to say something that you don't agree with or doesn't quite align with your belief system or whatever, that's grounds for an argument. That's grounds for a fight. That's grounds for disagreement. And even disengagement, deactivation, disconnection. So I think grown-ups kind of learn, hey, you know what? I don't have to agree, but I can still support what you're saying. And that's the type of environment we created here on The Voice of Reason. You could have a Christian perspective, a Muslim perspective, a Hindu perspective, whatever perspective is needed for you to gain clarity and understanding, and it's all welcomed here. But back to this love not enough thing. What is it and what it isn't? Love is often romanticized as effortless, all-encompassing force that sustains relationships. Yet, if we adopt the insight of thinkers like Krishnamurti, who proclaimed that love, listen to what I'm about to say here. Love is not thought. We understand that love cannot be reduced to an ideal, a construct, or an emotion bound by conditions. Just the point, love is not a thought. Well, if we want to get psychological and clinical, that's what we are made of, our thoughts, right? But where do our thoughts ruminate or gestate or stay? We're always in the past. He said the only thing that's forward moving in your thought is technology. We keep moving technology forward, but psychologically, we're still in the spiritual Stone Age.
Preach.
So this is why people can come out and say, love is not enough. Of course it's not for where you are spiritually. You don't understand the purpose of relationships. Relationships are going to bring conflict to your spirit so you can overcome yourself. That's why I said love is not a thought. You know what he said about psychological thinking? He said, conceptual thinking comes from psychological thinking. We need to put things in boxes and spaces and places. Everything has an order and a structure. Well, that's why God doesn't make sense to the logical, linear mind. Where can you put God? God is not something you can pack in a suitcase. Neither is love. You see? But we live in this linear world, and he goes, now when you start getting into spiritual concepts, he didn't even like using the word spiritual because there's a concept associated with it, right? But when you get into those ideas, what tends to happen, you go back to the past. He said, knowledge is a reflex of memory. So, this is what I know. Oh, Big Mama told you? This is what I know. Oh, your mama told you? This is what I know. We from. Do you see? Everything is a reflex of memory. And if everybody has some level of dysfunction, if everybody has some level of challenge in their lineage, you can't see anything that's spiritual totally clear until you start moving things out of the way so you can see. Thus, relationships come in. So something can come up to the surface of your consciousness. And you go, ooh, my mama used to do that. Or, oh, I got that from my dad. Eek. Now it's time to work through things so you can clear your vision. So love becomes stronger, clearer. Because it's always there. It's not something you have to go get. It's something you have to see clearly. What are your thoughts on that?
I totally agree. It's something that you definitely have to see clearly. In order to see that, you have to tap into your highest consciousness. Meaning, again, love is something that is for you. It's not something for anybody else. The problem we have is that we want to love other people, but yet not love ourselves, yet not respect ourselves, yet not have values for ourselves, yet not put up with certain things for self. It's about this journey here is really honestly about self.
Ooh, come on.
That is the reason why you hardly hear of any great love stories. Because after love, then it's, oh, I'm in love with you now. But you can only go to that point after you've gotten to the point of love. Where you're not seeing all these things and blaming this person and every single thing that they don't do that you don't do, because you guys are going to do it different because you're different people.
I love it. Come on.
But it is only until you start working on yourself.
Self-work.
It's self-work.
Self-work equals self-love.
And the more you have that, you can fall in love. And when you fall in love, I'm not just speaking of a man and a woman. I'm speaking of falling in love with your child, falling in love with your cousin, falling in love with your friend, falling in love with your coworkers. Let them know, hey, it's good to see you today. How you doing? What's going on in your life? That's falling in love.
Come on. Care, consideration, empathy.
You should make everybody
compassion.
in your life feel like that when you're talking with them and speaking with them. You should make them feel like they're the only person that exists in the whole world. You have my undivided attention. If we started moving like that, grooving like that, what a world we would be able to live in.
Regina, I want to get you on.
My sister.
Wait, hold on. But she just said moving and grooving. Man, if you don't put on, let this groove. Put on that Earth, Wind, and Fire. I just need 30 seconds of it, man. And then I'm going to go to Regina.
Stay on, sister.
My goodness. Come on. Let me get it 35 seconds. Come on.
Get it over.
We going to start moving and grooving together. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Voice of Reason live on KBLA Talk 1580. We on fire tonight. When I come forward, we're going to Vicksburg, Mississippi to talk to Regina. Sister Regina, let's get it.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. Tabitha Smiley's new book, The Covenant with Black America, 20 years later, is now on sale everywhere. This classic text shot to #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list almost 2 decades ago. If you have the original book, you will surely want to get this 20th anniversary edition with powerful new contributions from today's leading voices. This 20th anniversary edition presents a compelling blend of historical insights and contemporary urgency in this critical and unprecedented election year. Get your copy of The Covenant with Black America 20 years later today.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
If you say you care about the community, you have to also care about the climate. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we've got your black. KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment through the arts. Tia Chucha Central Cultural is on a mission to transform community in the Northeast San Fernando Valley and beyond through ancestral knowledge, the arts, literacy, and creative engagement. The Northeast San Fernando Valley has a population of about 500,000, the size of the city of Oakland, yet it has no bookstores, art galleries, or full-fledged cultural spaces until Tia Chucha's opened its doors in 2001. Founded by renowned poet and activist Luis Rodriguez, Tia Chucha's Cultural Center provides a year-round free or low-cost arts and literacy bilingual intergenerational programming in mural painting, music, dance, writing, visual arts, healing art sessions, and healing talking circles. Activities also include Mexica, Aztec dance, indigenous cosmology, philosophy, and 2 weekly open mic nights, one in Spanish, the other in English. In addition, they host author readings, film screenings, and art exhibits. To express yourself, heal yourself, attend an event, or volunteer, please visit www.tiachucha.org. That's TIACHUCHA.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
What you think about it, girl? Oh, yeah.
We must reject the lie that says there is no love that is out of bounds. Because ultimately, that lie that says there is no love that's out of bounds is a lie that says there is no truth in God. Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh and the desires of the eyes and the pride of life, is not from the Father, but is from the world. The world is passing away along with its desires, but whoever does the will of God abides forever. Do you see what's happening here? This do not love the world is not God saying, listen, there's good stuff out there that I want to keep from you. That's the lie of the serpent. This do not love says that looks good to you and may even feel good to you, but in the end, you will perish. I'm calling you away from it because I actually do love you, and in loving you, I want you to abide in God, to remain in God, and to not perish. Love can be sinful. Remember, I told you this is an important word for our day. Love can be sinful.
I want to beat him up. I'm not saying, listen, I'm going to give everybody love on this channel. But boy, love can be sinful. Come, if you don't knock it off, Reverend, we're going to change your name to Reverend Knock It Off. I'm sorry, I just don't agree. But he has space. This is why we brought this clip on here. He needed 2-piece. Let me get Regina from Vicksburg, Mississippi in the building. What up, Regina? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? More importantly, what'd you say?
I said hello.
Hello, how are you?
I am well. How are y'all? I'm loving this topic.
You do. You love it. Awesome. What are your thoughts? We want to get your thoughts, Regina.
Well, first I want to say hello and part of my sister, Charlotte White.
Hey, sister! I love you, sister!
Love you. I don't have much to say. I really just want to get on and show some love for her from Mississippi. But for me, love is patient. Love is kind. It's almost just being Danielle blind, if you get what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
I've been 22 years, and I believe with experiences that me and my husband has experienced together with his parents, his dad dying, both of my parents dying, and just seeing that and experiencing that together, our love has grown through life.
Let me ask you guys a question, because you guys are sisters, and I can just feel the down-home
Mississippi.
I could just
feel,
I could feel the seasonings in the cauldron. Let me just ask a question, and I want you to hang on the line. I'm going to ask the question. I want you to think about it. And then when we come forward, I want your answer. And the question is, how do you live with the shortcomings and the sins of your significant other while still being present and loving them? It's a heavy question, because many people will say love is not enough because they didn't have enough spiritual stamina. They didn't have enough, I would say, some type of spiritual maturity. And I'm not saying you got to stay with somebody who is a frequent offender. But if you're a human being, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be a frequent offender in something.
Indeed.
So how do you stay present in love while loving a flawed human being? When we come forward, the sisters, Regina and Charlotte, Lord have mercy, they going to deal with this. Let's go.
Let's go.
Taking the bumps and the bruises of all the things of a two-time loser. Trying to hold on and think it's gone. It's just another sad song. I think I better let it go. What you say about it? Looks like another love TKO. Oh, yes, I think I better let it go. Let it go, baby. Oh, baby. Looks like another love TKO.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is defying calls to resign as the FBI investigates his 2021 mayoral campaign finances. If the black mayor is indicted, he does not have to leave his position. However, Governor Kathy Hochul has the ability to remove him from office. Another option for removing Mayor Adams is a so-called inability committee that would form a panel of the entire city council, and 2/3 of its members would have to agree to remove him. Once the mayor is out of office, public advocate Jumaane Williams would become acting mayor and announce a date for a special election for mayor. Rapper 50 Cent has a docuseries heading to Netflix about Sean Diddy Combs' legal issues. The black rapper shared a Variety report on social media about the series, captioning it, quote, "You didn't believe me, but I bet you believe me now," end quote. Combs could face up to life in prison if convicted for his indictment on counts of sex trafficking and racketeering. Production is still ongoing and there is no premiere date. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects.
Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here's what happens when you advertise on KBLA Talk 1580.
3, possibly 4 weeks ago, I heard an advertisement on your radio station from a company called Grid Solar. I would love to have that phone number so I can reach out to them with reference to solar panels being installed on my property.
Our listeners are aware and engaged, but more than that, they are loyal. When they hear empowering messages that uplift their community and help them live better lives, they respond. No medium reaches this coveted black audience like KBLA Talk 1580. So, hit us up today at smb@kbla1580.com and let us help you connect with our loyal listeners. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black. Money to bud.
To help combat climate change, LADWP is helping neighborhoods have better access to electric vehicles by awarding nearly $130 million in EV rebates to customers just like you. From big savings on used EVs to building new charging plazas, LADWP is charging ahead to help all Angelinos experience the benefits of EVs. Get rebates of up to $4,000 for a used EV and $1,750 for a charger. Learn more at ladwp.com/EV. That's ladwp.com/EV.
Looks like Bobby needs a ride again.
Grab the keys. Let's take our auntie to the swap meet. Grab the keys.
Whether you're giving rides or hauling gear, do it all in a Chevy SUV. Head to your local Chevy dealer, where well-qualified buyers get 1.9% APR on all 2024 Silverado 1500, Blazer EV, Equinox, Trailblazer, and Colorado models. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
1.9% APR for 36 months. Monthly payment is $28.60 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment 12.7%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Taking retail delivery by 9/30/24.
Hey, LA residents, it's planting season and the perfect time to get shade trees growing around your home. LADWP and City Plants are giving every resident up to 7 free trees. That's right, 7 free trees delivered right to your door. Trees are great for the environment, help improve air quality, and can help you save on your bill when you use less air conditioning to stay cool indoors. Learn more at ladwp.com/free trees. That's ladwp.com/free trees.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm gonna have to find a new genius, or 2 half geniuses, and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. Let's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
song.
I've gotta take a little time to think things over. I better read between the lines in case I need it when I'm older.
Come on, love songs.
Mountain I must climb feels like the world upon my shoulder. Through the clouds I see love shine. It keeps me warm as life grows colder. In my life there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can
Come on, chorus.
I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me.
Turn him off. Ain't nobody gonna show you how to love, boy. You better show yourself. You out here singing beautiful songs, leading people down the wrong path. The voice of reason back in the building. You already know what it is. We got callers on the line. Regina, Vicksburg, Mississippi, and Sister. Do y'all remember? Y'all remember the question now, right?
Yes. Repeat it again so we can remember.
That's my sister.
Here's the sad thing. I don't remember the question.
The question was,
thank you.
How did you stay with an individual that has potentially been all of these things that you perhaps did not want in a relationship, the things that maybe he had done? So how were you able to stand the test of time throughout all these years to still be with this individual married unto my brother-in-law?
No, so basically talking about shortcomings in a relationship.
Indeed.
I have to say, realistically speaking, I come up with 4 things. Acknowledge imperfection. That's the first. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. So by acknowledging that helps create a foundation of empathy and compassion for your partner. Correct?
That's it.
And communication. Open up your mouth. You have to let a person know, look, you hurt me. When you did that was wrong. Why did you do that? Talk. You don't have to argue when you're speaking. You're just talking. And the third thing I would say, when those things don't take professional help. We in the Black community, we tend to sometimes find ways to get counseling, get help, let people know about our business. But professional help, seeking help can help. And lastly, I would say, when all else fails, you have to be honest with yourself and know when it's time to let go.
Ooh, I love it.
Certain shortcomings may be incompatible with your needs and your values and what you want in a relationship. So recognizing that those things, look, it's time to let go. I can't do it anymore. It's just not working. You have to be honest with yourself. So.
Regina, Vicksburg, you know what you just did?
What did I do?
You just brought Mississippi in the building. We appreciate the call. Thank you for calling and supporting your sister.
Love you, sister.
We appreciate that. All right, now it's your turn.
So I would have to agree with my sister.
Of course.
And those are the things that you, as we spoke about again, you have love, and then you have being in love. Being in love is what has kept my sister and my brother together for these years. You first start out by, yes, indeed, loving the individual. I believe that when you begin to fall in love with an individual is when you marry them. A lot of individuals feel that, you know, we get married on this day and you know, got the ring, got all this stuff, and you know, you go out and you have a bachelor party the day before you get married. Well, you know, and then you do whatever that night before.
Right. I know what the whatever is.
Yeah, you go out and you do, and and then you come back to me the next day. How does that work? When you know when you was getting touched on.
Ooh.
How does that work when you was? I don't understand. I never understood the bachelor and bachelorette party.
Right.
So you're gonna go do this the day before, and then you're gonna be all mine for the rest of my life.
Yep.
It does not turn on and off like that. How does that happen?
Yep.
Because when I say that I love you, now when I say I love you, that means that I am in love with you. That means I've already married you. When I looked you in your eyes and I looked into your soul, I married you. I didn't marry you when you gave me this ring. That's for the show. That's for the world. That's simply abiding by what? The laws of the land.
But see, in Charlotte, this hurts me because love is infinite.
Let's go.
Love is infinite.
What do you mean? Expound. What does that have to do?
I'm talking about the real thing, not like you just described.
Let's go.
Infinity. I look in your eyes. We already married.
Well, that is in love is infinity.
So there should be no divorce.
Exactly.
Ooh.
I mean, come on. We can go back to the Bible on that then. Right?
So you could be in love without a ceremony.
Who is the ceremony for?
Ooh. Keep going.
Who is that for?
Keep cooking.
Who are you trying to impress?
Keep going.
Who? My ex-husband got married at the courthouse. And I invited about 6 friends. Who are we trying to impress? Yeah, we're going to do something a little later. It never made it that far. But what is a ceremony? That is for other people. And that's our problem in society. We do so many things for other people. We want to act like we got it going on, but behind closed doors, you ain't got a pot to piss in the window to barely throw it out.
Come on, you got it going wrong. It looked like you got it going on.
Right.
But it's really going wrong.
Right.
Talk to us.
And we all have to be careful of that because we can all fall into that. And that is the reason why you have to separate yourself from the things of this world, and you have to do the work on yourself daily. And it's a constant thing, right? So that way you can know how to inflict love when it's your time to fall in love.
I love it. I love it. Listen, you already know who's coming up. I saved her for last. You already know who's coming up. Can y'all guess who's coming up on the phone line? Y'all know who it is. Can you guess who it is?
Somebody from the SIP.
Nope. I wish it was Nikki.
That's what I love.
Nikki from the SIP going.
From the SIP, don't be playing.
Hey, she going through a hurricane right now. We got to pray for Nikki.
Yes.
But one of our other favorites, one of my family members.
Okay.
She gonna be on the line.
Okay.
But I feel like I want to say this one more time. Love is often romanticized as effortless, all-encompassing force that sustains relationship. Yet, if we adopt the insight of thinkers like Krishnamurti, who claims that love is not a thought, we understand that love cannot be reduced to an idea, a construct, or an emotion bound by conditions, which if I look you in your eyes and say, I love you, that, we already married is what she said. Krishnamurti's assertion that true love is devoid of attachment offers a radically transformative view, suggesting that love is not about what we get from others, but about how we transcend the ego-driven need for ownership and control over our partners. In our relationships, we often confuse love with attachment, as described by Amir Levine and Rachel Heller in their book on attachment theory. The book is called Attached. They argue that our early childhood attachment styles shape how we relate to others as adults. The mirror of intimate relationship then compels us to confront the molds we inherited from early childhood. Breaking free from these expectations, or from the expectations of love that are rooted in attachment rather than in freedom of mutual growth. True love in this sense is not about a possession, but rather liberation. As David Deida, the author of The Way of the Superior Man, love becomes transformative when we learn to see our partner not as someone who completes us, but as a reflection of the divine unfolding within us. I love what you do for me. I love what you said to me. I love the gift you gave me. I love you being considerate to what my wounds need. See, that's where most people are. And they're calling that love. No, that is addiction. That is attachment. Toxic attachment. Unconditional love, real love, the true stuff is about freedom. Right?
That's it.
I love you as the human you are.
Just because.
Just because. It goes back to the beginning of the topic, or the beginning of the show, when Krishnamurti said, if I love you and I don't want nothing from you, that sounds radical.
I love you.
The average person is, you got to show up for these wounds. These wounds are illegitimate children of mine that you must take care of. They're spiritual bastards.
The wounds are for you to heal.
Not in modern day relationship. Bastard. Bastard. I just love the way they say it on TV. Bastard. You're Jon Snow. You're just a bastard. You have no standing here. You're Ned Stark's bastard. You're second born. Bastard. I'm sorry. When we come forward, I'm going to talk to my niece from Houston, Texas. Y'all know what it is.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
October 2nd is California Clean Air Day. Go Metro for free and help cut down on pollution and traffic. It's our way of thanking you because every ride makes a difference. Let's clear the air together. Ready to go right now? Head to metro.net.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
Linking social justice and climate justice all year long. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. Pro Football Hall of Famer and urban peace pioneer Jim Brown believed in just that. So he founded the Amera I Can Foundation for Social Change in 1988, focusing on at-risk and high-risk youth in underserved schools and juvenile detention facilities, as well as adult incarceration and reentry initiatives. The core of the Amera I Can program is its 15-chapter life skills curriculum. Mastery of these skills allows individuals to meet their academic potential, conform their behavior to acceptable societal standards, and improve the quality of their lives by equipping them with what they need to confidently and successfully contribute to society. Today, the foundation is led by its president, Monique Brown, who has been actively involved in the organization for more than 25 years. The Amera I Can Foundation continues its work in memory of its founder, actor, philanthropist, and NFL legend Jim Brown. To get involved or make a donation, please visit AmeriICanCommunity.partners. That's AmeriICanCommunity.partners. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
sure you know what's up.
Hey, I am D.L. Hughley, host of the D.L. Hughley Afternoon Show, heard weekdays from 2 to 4 exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580. I promise to make you think a little, but laugh a whole lot more. So tune in to the D.L. Hughley Afternoon Show 2 to 4 only on KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Come on, high school.
It never really mattered too much to me.
Homecoming.
But you were just too damn old for me.
Prom night.
All that really mattered was you were my girlfriend.
Grad night.
And baby, that's all that mattered to me.
Wed night.
Let me love you down, even if it takes all night. Let
My
me
playlist
love you down.
is my co-host. Y'all know how I do. Hey, wait a minute, Andy. I know we got another slapper. What's it? Give me one more. I know we got... This playlist on love was crazy tonight.
Fire.
Boy, don't get Uncle Stevie in here. This is Uncle Stevie. This is at the bingo night.
No New Year's Day to celebrate.
Okay, give me one more.
No
Because Stevie got better love songs than this. I got records. Give me one more.
Down. Love or lust. Down. All of us. Give me a run for my money.
Come on, man.
There was nobody, no one
Let me get my let me get my niece in here. This your song, right? That's your song. We got records tonight. You already know my playlist is my co-host. But my niece is in here. She about to wrap it up for us. Houston, Texas. Get in here. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
What's up?
Yeah.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm well. I'm so glad to have you. But real quick, I think, and I'm going to say this real quick because I know I ain't got much time, but I think that we try to prove love like we try to prove our worth. And so when you're talking about damaged vessels and open wounds, they can't dictate volume because you can't hold love. So someone in the chat was saying, isn't love kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime thing, da-da-da-da. And it kind of got me thinking, when they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And I think true love works in the same way. When you're ready to learn, there is your lesson.
I agree with you, not 100%, but I agree with you 1,000%.
Here we go.
And so, because we only can be ready what we're ready for. I only can attract what I can attract, whatever level I'm on. You can't attract nothing beyond the level that you are on. And that's why the attachment is there for us to love. And that's why the attachment comes, because we have to stay attached in order to still inflict and deposit certain things into an individual before they do depart from us. So there is an attachment when it comes to love, because there has to be an attachment when it comes to love, because we have to teach, right? And teaching is, and I'm not saying, I'm about to teach you this. No, I'm going to teach you with my actions, right? And so you got to be attached to me, because if you're not attached to me, I can't teach you, right? And that goes back to the saying of an individual can hurt you that's closest to you. You don't matter about somebody that you're not going to see tomorrow. It's the ones that's closest to you. Why? Because they're attached to you. So the attachment has to be there.
Interesting take. Atala, guess what you just did?
All right, Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas. Atala, I'm going to call you after the show. You already know what it is. We going to work on another topic. Y'all know what it is. Hey, we just got another caller in here. Juliet Watts up.
Come on.
Power to the people and much love to our ancestors and righteous elders. And I don't want to wait in vain for your love in my Bob Marley voice.
In your Bob Marley voice, you don't want to wait in vain. I got you.
No, because we want to be spiritually driven and not emotionally led. I love your guests. I love your callers. We on fire.
On fire. I agree. Power to the people.
Juliet. Go ahead, sister. What were you saying?
Y'all for life.
Thank you. We appreciate you so much, Juliet. Thank you for calling in tonight. You brought Watts, California in the building. Now, let me go back. I have so much I want to say. Love has no limits, but we've been taught that it does. Just because it's hard, just because it's difficult in some cases, not in all, but in some cases, right? You know, being on planet Earth is a job. Being a human being is a job. You're here to work something out for the Lord. Now, you say Lord, God, Brahma, Shiva, Olodumare, Orunmila, whatever, Allah, whatever word you use. But being a human being is a job. We get so caught up on the creature comforts of humanity, we forget we're at work. Do you understand? If you have cheating in your lineage, somebody has to overcome the cheating gene. If we have lying in your lineage, this generational curses get passed down, but they're not actually curses. They're lessons, they're classes, it's curriculum. You'll see. If I can pass down cigarette smoking and alcoholism, I can definitely pass down narcissism. The psychology will get there. I can definitely pass down stonewalling, gaslighting. I can definitely pass down codependency, self-love deficiency. I can pass it down, but the only way I pass it down is through this spiritual classroom that we've called relationship. It can't stop with you until you acknowledge that it's in you. You can't have love until you become love. You can't become love until you learn how to love the wounds that you were born with. I know people don't want to hear it. I know people don't like it. But this is how it works. You signed up for this class, and you're going to get this message. Sri Yukteswar says, ordinary love is selfish. It doesn't have to be. It could be selfless because you loved every aspect of yourself. When I come forward, it'll be tomorrow, my Thursday. I'll have another slapper. I start the conversations. It's up to you to finish it. I want to thank my sister, Charlotte White.
Thank you so much,
author of
True Essence of Love.
Go buy her book right now. We appreciate her being a guest, and I'll tap in with y'all tomorrow, the end of my week.
I want to give you all my love. That's all I want to do. Every day and every hour, baby. Don't you love no more? My love is yours. That's all I want to do. Every day and every minute, every hour, baby. Don't you love no more?
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
Good morning. It's the